All right there, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be looking at slope again. We're going to look at it in a different light. Yesterday we talked about finding slope in a table and 2 points, which was very similar. Today we're switching it up a little bit. We're going to look at equations. So here we have a general equation for that we will be dealing with is y equals mx plus b. M being slope. So keep in mind that it's whatever is the coefficient of x. So slope is always going to be in front of x. So for example, if we have an equation like y equals, 3x plus 2, your slope is 3. So you would say m equals 3. Sometimes it's not going to be quite so simple. Sometimes you're going to have an equation like this. Let's say you have 3x plus 4y equals 6, something along that lines. You may have to do some manipulating where we're going to go to those little equations where we have to get y by itself. So we're going to start by subtracting the 3x on both sides, combining any terms that are alike. So we have 4y equals, nothing is similar here, so 3x plus 6. Divide everything by 4. So y equals negative 3/4 x plus, both of them are divisible by 2, so that would be 3/2. So in this case, your slope is going to be negative 3/4. So m equals negative 3/4. So you can see here that finding slope from an equation is something you've already kind of been doing. You just have to locate it in the equation. Let's look at some graphs. So first of all, we have different directions that the lines can go. So if we have a line going this way, this would be a positive slope. If we have a line going this direction, this would represent a negative. Now we could also have lines that go straight left to right, which would be a horizontal. Or we can have lines that go straight up and down, which would give us vertical. The steepness of a line can change, so we can have a line that's pretty flat, we can have one that's a little more steep, and then of course we can have one that's very steep. Those are definitely not straight lines, but I hope you get the idea. Now I'm going to show you the super cheesy video that I hope you guys enjoy. It's called Slope Dude. You may or may not have seen him before, but I think he's really funny and it describes the different types of slope that you may see. I'm going to do my best to hold this as still as possible so that you can watch Slope Dude.
Welcome to the adventure of Slope Dude. Meet Slope Dude. He loves to ski. We are going to follow him and he'll teach us some important aspects of slope. This is the course he's skiing today. Again, what he says will teach us about slope. You need to remember that Slope Dude always skis toward the right or eastward. When he starts out, he's going uphill. It's hard work. He says puff, puff, positive as he goes up the mountainside. Puff, puff, positive, puff, puff, positive, puff, puff, positive. Now he's at the top. It was puff, puff, positive all the way up the mountain. But now he can look forward to the downhill. On the way down the mountain, he says, nice, negative, nice, negative. And now, after the downhill, he's in for the hardest part of the ski run, the long, flat part. He says, this is zero fun. This is zero fun. This is zero fun. This is zero fun. And as he finishes the flat part, he doesn't see well ahead, and all of a sudden, he comes to the edge of a cliff. It's straight down. So frightened is he that he says the worst curse word possible in math and in algebra. Undefined.
So let's go ahead and draw what Mr. Slope Dude just showed us. So I want you to draw this in your notes. Obviously, you couldn't draw the video, so let's start by drawing the line that we had, that they showed us. So we have a straight line, a positive slope, a negative slope, that one, and then this one. So we're gonna label the different parts. So we start with puff positive. Puff, puff, positive. Remember, he's going uphill. That's hence the puffing. It's hard to go uphill if you've ever skied before. Then the right side there, that'll be a nice negative. Because it's nice to go downhill. It's nice and easy. Nice negative. Then we have zero fun. Because it is zero fun to just be on flat land. And then last but not least, whoops, sorry, we have that curse word that he brought up, undefined. So I want to talk about these different pieces. Puff, puff, positive climbs from left to right. Nice negative drops from left to right. Zero fun is flat. And then undefined is drops straight down. So I'll talk to you some more about how you can remember some of those, some easy ways to keep track of those. The last thing I want to do is show you how to find slope from a graph. So I'm going to just graph a couple of points. Let's see here. I'll go right here. And right here. We'll graph these 2 points. So this point, let me go ahead and connect those two guys. Ooh, I don't know why that went so curvy, but there's my line. So my points are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this first one up here is 5, 6 as my coordinate. Down here, this will be 1, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, negative 6. So when we are looking for slope from a graph, we're going to do rise over run. Oh, come on. So my rise is, I'm going to count my units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it took me 12 jumps to do the rise. And now I'm going to switch colors to do my run. My run is over to the right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it took me 4 units to the right. But I can simplify this. 12 is actually divisible by 4, so that means my slope, or my m, has a value of 3. And I know it's positive because it's rising from left to right. There's going to be another video for you guys to watch about finding slope. It's somebody else who's doing it, so hopefully hearing it different ways will be helpful when finding slope from a graph.